Hey guys, Aaron with 223 coming at you with a video tonight. I've been making a lot of videos recently. I have a lot of free time. I have to go back to work tomorrow, but that's okay. So I got a couple of videos for you guys. This one's going to be about respect. The important thing to remember about respect is it applies to everything. You should be respectful in life, regardless. I know some people say respect is something that's earned, not given. I look at it the other way. I feel like our society has this innocent until proven guilty kind of thing going on with like, you know, people get a trial and everything, and I follow that same rule in like with respect. I'm going to respect you until you give me a reason not to respect you anymore. um, there's been a lot of drama going around on Yu-Gi-Oh all the time about people like, oh, this guy's a scammer and this dude said this about me and all this stuff, and I really don't give a damn about it, guys. Like, seriously, it is a card game. It's a hobby. Um, Way back in my second video ever, I explained how Yu-Gi-Oh is not a lifestyle. Um, it's not a way of life. It's a hobby we all enjoy. Some people take it a little too extreme. Um, People that call other people scrubs just make me laugh. I don't fucking care how good or bad you are at the game. If you're a nice person, I'm gonna want to talk to you, and that's just how it is. I don't care. You could be the worst. Do it. Like, there's a kid at my locals who makes this horrendous Blackwing deck. He made this Elemental Hero deck. They all lose every week. He got the Synchro deck with some terrible quick draw thing going on in it. He doesn't have any dandelions, all that stuff. He's a really nice guy, and you know, he's not the best duelist, but he's fun to talk to. I mean, he's just really nice to you. Trading with him is fine. I hate trading with people that don't respect my property. My cards are my cards. They're not yours to throw all your hands over without my permission. It's the same thing when I'm dueling. I don't like people just grab a graveyard. I want people to ask me, you know, like if I have a card that I play, can I read that card? Yeah, you can read that card. That's what I want to hear. Can I see your graveyard? Sure, you can see my graveyard. Here you go. I hand him a graveyard. I mean, what I'm getting at is, like, I'm sick of seeing all this drama and all this like bullshit coming out of a game. You don't win any. This isn't like, you know, Major League Gaming, you know, or like poker. Poker, you can win millions of dollars. You cannot get millions of dollars playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You can get hundreds of dollars and possibly thousands of dollars if you're getting sponsored somehow. I would love the ability to get sponsored just so I can go to the YCSs, but I could never get all the time off work to do that, so I won't. It's not a big deal to me. I still like to go to regionals. If I get my invite to Nats, I'm definitely gonna consider going to Nats, and I probably will if I have the money for it, which I should. But I'm sick of seeing these like people like taking it so seriously, and, you know, making fun of people like, oh, you misplayed, you're a scrub, oh, you're a terrible person, go die in a fire. It's a game. He made a mistake. Go play Call of Duty Black Ops, and every time you die, wait till someone says you suck. It happens every time. And you know what it does? It makes you angry. It makes you frustrated. I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops today with some friends. When you have party chat on and it's just your friends, and you guys are just having fun, having a good time, it's awesome. When you have to listen to people tell you you suck and how they're the greatest person ever and to suck is Epeen, it's annoying. And I fucking hate it. And it's the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Dick can be the biggest dick in the world. I don't fucking care. It doesn't make you any better of a person than me. In fact, it probably makes you a worse person, because I realize there's a life outside of the card game. I don't care. Like here's the thing. There's not going to be a girl that walks up to you and goes, oh, you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, I'm so turned on. Have sex with me right now. And if there is, I mean, lucky you. They're probably like you, not just because you fucking play a card game. So you get to think about that. I mean, I have a life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! I worked 40 hours a week. I hang out with my friends. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I play other games too. And, you know, I work out. I've been losing weight. So that's always a good thing. You got to take everything in moderation. Anything in moderation is fine. You can smoke, like, smoking marijuana is fine, as long as you don't do it every hour of every day. It's going to fuck with your head if you do it. It's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! If you play Yu-Gi-Oh! every hour of every day, then when you actually lose a match, you're going to think you're the dumbest person in the world. You're going to be like, I cannot believe I just lost to this guy. I spent all my time playing this game, prepared strategies. I've played my deck 1,000 times, and blah, 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 blah. It's a game. Take it as a game. Now back to the respect thing. I want everyone here to listen to me say this right now. I don't want any more drama on Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game. You need to deal with that. I understand cards have value. And I understand scammers are horrible people. Running a smear campaign against someone is a terrible idea. Because what it's going to do is, A, it's going to make you look bad. And B, it's probably going to get them noticed. Which, if you're running a smear campaign, is probably not the best idea. I understand, like, with scammers, it's a little bit different. I mean, scammers, if you're a scammer, go die in a fire, I'll tell you that right now. Because I don't respect you anymore because you scammed someone. That's a different story. But random people having these arguments about, well, he said this, and then I said this, and I made fun of him, and then he said this, and it's like, I don't care. I really don't care, guys. It's stupid. It needs to stop. The bullshit that goes on every day in this game. Like, I'm sick of going on the Pojo forums and seeing every other post is a flame at the previous poster saying how horrible of a person he is. She could die in a fire because he doesn't know about a card game. Dude, if you're the one correcting every single goddamn ruling, you need to go die in a fire. Because all you're doing is talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're like a 19-year-old with nothing, with no life, you sit in the basement all day. It's funny, it's ironic. I'm sitting in a basement right now, but I don't care. Because I don't just play Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't bother me. You can say that I'm a horrible person and I'm a fat, ugly bitch for sitting in my parents' basement. It's not going to faze me. I got a thick skin for that kind of stuff. Because I've been made fun of my entire life. I'm not going to bat an eyelash at you if you make fun of me for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or sitting in my parents' basement. Because I'm above that. As far as respect is going, everyone that I meet gets my respect until they lose it. But once you lose it, it's really hard to get it back. So, it's almost as hard, it's almost as hard to get back as your virginity, which is impossible. So, because if you do something so bad, like, that in my eyes, deems you worthy of losing my respect, then you deserved it. You really deserve to lose my respect. Like, you really did something horrible. But I just, guys, I want this to stop. It's a game. We should be having fun. We should be playing together and talking about strategies and not making fun of each other. If you don't like the strategy, don't say, oh, you had the horrible idea, you're an idiot. You're like, well, I kind of see where you're coming from, but I think that might be a little bit inconsistent. How about this instead? If someone's trying to propose to you an Exodia deck idea and they don't have any like a good strategy for drawing a lot of cards, be like, well, why don't you try the Royal Magical Library deck and see how you like it? Or why don't you try the Dragon Exodia or the Heart of the Underdog Exodia and see if you guys like that better? I mean, you don't need to be like, oh, you're scrubby, you don't know what you're doing, you go back to Magic the Gathering, stuff like that. It's the same thing with I hate when people from Magic the Gathering make fun of people for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's absolutely ridiculous. Magic the Gathering is in no way a more skillful game or a better game than Yu-Gi-Oh! It ever will be. First off, Magic has just as much luck as Yu-Gi-Oh! If you draw all land cards in your opening hand, you're probably going to lose if you don't get a lot of good stuff. And the vice versa, if you don't draw any land cards in your opening hand, you're also going to lose. And if you guys don't know how to play Magic the Gathering, there are these cards called lands, which you play and then tap for mana, which you use to then summon creatures and play spells and all this stuff, and you can use it on either player's turn except for summoning creatures, and it's really not that complicated. People seem to think it's complicated, but people think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more complicated than Magic sometimes, which I don't understand. There's 3 types of fucking cards. But you gotta think about it, the respect issue is just huge these days, guys. I mean, this is if we don't respect each other, how are we supposed to have fun if we're just making fun of each other all day? And that's really what I'm trying to get across here. So I want it to stop, guys. Please stop the drama. It's really annoying me. Thank you for listening to my little rant on respect, guys. This has been Aaron with 223, and I'm signing out.